Hey everybody, Asher here, and it is Free Play Friday, where today we are going medieval, a game that has kind of been taking, I guess, YouTube by storm, at least Twitch by storm. A lot of people have been picking this up. It's had very good word of mouth. And you know what got me interested was really someone describing it as like, it's Rimworld, but medieval times. And I say that because Rimworld is a game that I've done on this channel before, and it's one that I really like. And I mean, it's interesting just kind of dial back because there's a lot of systems that are in Rimworld now that were not in it when I first picked it up back when it was in beta. So we're kind of in the same early access world here. I'm going to be taking a look at this game. We're actually going to be jumping in from a save where I haven't been playing it terribly optimally. I'm still learning the game, but I don't want to just do the very beginning for a quick look here. What we're going to be doing instead is diving in to a little bit of just, we have some text here. Pretty much it's Hempsill or Hempshill. I didn't remember to name it, but we have enemies coming in 2.5 hours. I'll just give you the brief rundown tour for anyone who's not familiar with this game, because there's some systems that I'm still learning, and I have a little base that I'm trying to build into the mountains. But unfortunately, I got a little unlucky with where enemies are spawning from the region, so I'm pretty sure they're going to have the high ground. That's going to be very exciting. Anyway, this is what the game looks like. It is 3D Rimworld in medieval times. Very exciting. There are a lot of layers that you can play with. If you hold control, you can kind of see what in the world you can dig down into. I actually chose a mountainous start here, so that's kind of how that goes. And we will get to actually unpausing this in just a minute, but just to make it look a little more Rimworldy, we do have, if we mouse over here, we're in a mountainous terrain, so we have a few crops that are growing. My people are going incredibly hungry, though. We have iron that is out and exposed everywhere, if we could ever make use of it. We actually have iron just piled up on the side there, and you can see it's actually marked as forbidden. If you do pick this game up, I would highly recommend that you go through the settings menu, which is pretty much over here, keyboard configuration, and just, if you want keyboard keys to be different, just literally go through the hotkeys. Make it happen. I'm glad they gave that kind of customization early here. But there's a lot of things that are in the early access right now, like town building up and down, going into caves and everything, hunting, skills. The job schedule is going to be very familiar. That's not what we want to do for you, by the way. Yeah. This management screen's pretty nice. I never used it much in Rimworld, but there's like research, which is fairly fascinating. You have the whole region map, which I already did, and this job screen will look incredibly familiar to you. So there's a lot of AI that's there. There is no in-faction trading or things like that yet. There's no going on the world map and everything. So there's a lot of things that are not there yet. This is pretty much at this point just kind of the base builder, survive progressively larger invasions. So that's where we're going to start. We have everybody who's hungry. We have everybody's going to be eating raw meat because nobody seems to want to cook meat. I did put the butcher table right here. That was more of a matter of desperation at this point. Really interesting that they all kind of woke up at the start of the save, but I think that's just a coincidence. It is 3 a.m. technically. So they're just like, whatever, save starts, let's go over here. So my idea, at least, is that I have a base that I'm literally just winging it as I go. My hope was to have, like, okay, can we funnel them in and kind of archer them from up here? Because you can see there's all building of stairs and everything like that. We'll get into that in just a little bit. But like I said, we have enemies coming because Hairbrit, or Hairbrit, I guess what you call it, ran away. And he's pretty good. Actually, we can just go through our colonists real quick, just to give you a little bit of a background here. We do have Tidgar Keats, who is a faithless carpenter. And we have our little text description here if you want to take the time to read it here. But everything has perks. Like 40 winks, he doesn't need as much sleep. Disfigured, he's ugly and people don't want to look at him. Green thumb, he's good at botany and actually very good at not failing harvest. And then bloodlust, he likes to fight. Michael Crutchley, who has actually been kind of our research person a little bit, which is a little awkward because we don't have a lot of great researchers here. But we do have a lot of things that are good. So he is a ruthless marshal, some way, shape, or form. He's hot-blooded, punch-drunk, and apparently good with a book. Stacia Donner is a toxic recruit. Very exciting. Very good with a longbow, and we've been using her to hunt because since I did a mountain start, and this is the first time I've played on the mountainside here, we do have lots of little bunnies to hunt, which is nice. Don't tell my kids. But we don't have a lot of like wild stuff to forge. So one thing I kind of ran into is trying to produce things early, like smoking meat, going into that with research. Like you need to get into research immediately in this game. But we have literally one shrub that makes berries, and those berries may save us for a little while. But we need to make things. Like we're trying to make meals, and I don't know if we can change like what meal's available here, but it requires 12 cooking material and 1 fuel, and we do not have that right now. So there's you running without much clothes and picking berries, and then we have violent extortionist salvation. The zealots demand that you relinquish Hairbrent immediately, or be burned at the stake, or possibly flayed alive for their manifold sins. God's will be done. So we can refuse to bow to them. We will get third pillager coming in here. Your settlers will get a positive mood for helping here, or we can surrender here and piss off our people. We actually like the guy, so we're going to take up arms here. And you can see the little tutorial here. Drafting. Oh my gosh. Okay, we got a little lucky here. Maybe not that lucky. I was thinking these guys would be like spawning. Oof. Okay, first off, where's our settlement? There's our settlement. I was thinking these people would be spawning somewhere else, like up here. But they have elected to spawn down in the low ground. Alright, so you're sleeping. You're getting resources for construction, but you haven't left yet. Michael is doing Michael things. He's mining and digging because we technically need coal for fueling stuff. Alright, so can we shift click? Yes, we can. We can draft everybody, which is very exciting, and we're just going to throw them up here. Now, I haven't done a lot with like making defenses yet because honestly I've been kind of struggling to survive, and I have hope that these wolves actually attack these people, because how it's going to work is that there are these little slopes that they can walk up on the map, and it looks like to get out of this pit they're going to have to fight some wolves. So our region is going to soften up a little bit, but we have Colin Wilby, which by the way, this is a major way to get recruits in Rimworld, but taking prisoners and stuff is not in the game yet. In fact, there may be something here in the almanac that talks about early access and where we're at. I don't know for sure. But we are just kind of on the standard settings, by the way. So we don't know we just know their hit points. Let's see what happens to these guys. We're just going to go to normal speed. Get everybody up here. They're swinging their stuff. They're moving around. All my people are drafted. I don't think they're going to be shooting mortars into our village. So I kind of want to see them get eaten by wolves. That'd be a really nice interaction, but they may be able to skip and go up above the wolves. So you guys are just hanging out. Good wolves. Alright, so the raid here. Arm your settlers, they're being attacked. Research is also available here. Not like that. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do. Maybe we do go ahead and get furniture because that'll give us improved beds and everything. Okay, the enemies have begun their attack. So here they come. Be aggressive, wolves. Oh, what are you doing? Here's a wolf. Good doggies, good doggies. Like, oh, nope, you're just running. Where are you going? Dude. Oh, there's a little path up there. Okay, well. Okay, we have 2 archers. And we have some spear people. So, my hope is that we can actually, like, fight these guys off pretty well. Who's our second archer? Okay, so Tidgar is up here, and you're wielding a spear. Really, guys? Okay. So we had a whole raid that we were waiting for, and you guys just decided we're not going to pick up our second bow that we have. Okay, well, leave it to Stacia, who's by far been my most versatile character. And let's see, do we have another bow here somewhere real quick? I think we can equip the short bow. I don't even know if you're good at shooting. You're terrible at shooting. You're our best shooter. You're not great. You're not great, but you have a passion for it, so this will be fine. Like the wolves, what are the wolves doing? You guys are supposed to attack. Alright. So once we get into our area of influence here, hopefully we can get the sneaky sneakers in here, and now that you're equipped, come back up here. Like we have, once again, we have our little, I need to zoom through this a little bit slower, but we do have our, actually going all the way in the bottom here. We do have kind of just 2 floors of spaces so far. This isn't supposed to be that hard, guys. Alright, so longbow, what do we got? Right here. So aim, fire. Wow, 35 damage right away. That's excellent. And what do we got for you? Wow, okay, so can we see some info on you? You're targeted by people. You're targeted by people. You're trying to go after our campfire. So maybe since you guys are going up this way, we move Tig down here into the into our open stock supply area. And we kind of try to, after we soften you guys up, and we have Michael here as well, who's our sword and board bro. Put you down here. And we have a third raider, Jeffrey. Actually, just the Jeff. Okay. So are we suddenly not shooting people? There we go. 1 dead. Oh, we got a little twinkle sound because they died. How fun. So, you're dead. Let's have you target Jeff. I'm pretty sure poor Colin doesn't have a lot of hit points left. We're not getting a lot of info on like what injuries they have. I'm sure that'll come, because that's one of the best parts about Rimworld, is seeing just like how much damage people have. Okay, so stab you with the spear. Here comes Michael. Jeffrey is in trouble. There we go. So Colin is dead. Third coming pillager. Victory. 2 sworn enemies died during the fight. Stacia was the bravest and got the most bows of the flow. Thankfully, no settler was injured. Alright, so, and we do have a little history here of this, so they're trying to run away now. And you're dead. Nice. Alright. Let's undraft you guys. Alright, so we have dead people now. And the nice thing about dead people, I guess, is that they will decompose. We should bury them at some point. We need to... I don't know if there's a debuff here. Like maybe there would be for other things in like Rimworld where... Hey, I'm wearing clothes that was put on a dead person. I think we're still early enough where the game is not going to differentiate here. But if we take a look real quick at Warfare, I didn't build any traps. We just had our own building here. We have zones. Unmarked grave. Humble hole in the ground we can at least hope for. Earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. What I like to do in this game, this is going to be our tree farm eventually, because farming is actually a little bit more robust in this game, which is pretty nice. I'm going to bury you guys over here, though. Structure can't be placed there. Don't tell me I have to, like... Oh, no. Okay. So we have to use some of our good soil here. We also want to harvest these berries, because our people are hungry as shit. So we still need to get these. Are these forbidden? I don't think so. Okay, now they're definitely not. Alright, so... Everybody back to work. People are praying. Meat is smoking. We're not doing long pig, though. This we can actually put human carcasses there for now. So at least clean up on everything here. But one thing I am trying to do... Yeah, you're sad, probably. Are you sad because you saw dead people? Ate raw meat, cleaned up, lacks religious activities, saw dead bodies. Okay, it's not a big debuff compared to, I don't know, actually eating raw meat. Okay, so now you're happily running along. Wolves here are doing okay. We're gonna live and let live with the wolves. Got a lot of other things to hunt, and everybody's hungry again, and everybody's gonna eat the raw meat. So, what am I doing here? I'm trying to actually save my people from starvation. And one way to do that is to get through all this stuff. One thing I was starting to do. So if we go a little bit view underground, we have this place. Now we're going to need to build a door here because that'll help us with a little bit of climate control and everything. So let's do that here. These doors should automatically turn. That really didn't work, so let's cancel the door. Cancel the door. Okay. Yeah, it's fun to go slow, but that's part of the excitement here too. Is that like really this is a game that gives me a second chance to like, okay, well, we don't know for sure what Rimworld was like. It could have been a grated door. Let's do a wooden door. Like, we have a lot of options here for stuff. We could do clay walls, limestone walls. I have a ton of limestone here. We can do wicker floor, limestone floor. We can do different stairs, different roofs. I like a lot of the options that we have here. But one of the first things I need to do is that I've had a bad habit previously playing this of trapping people in like caves and stuff, and I don't want to do that here. I also have a bad habit of failing to correctly assign what layer I'm gonna be mining on. So let's just do it like this. And we're gonna leave a little bit of a support beam here. Let's just make a room like this. This will be fine. And we can throw some torches in there and just have a great time. Because one of the things that I'm going to be doing is trying to move my foodstuffs and move my food prep all down there. Now, unlike Rimworld, I'm not sure if there's anything in terms of, hey, okay, first off, you're still doing a lot of stuff here. We're waiting for resources. Can we cook at some point? But I don't think there's anything like, by the way, if you do your butchering here outside, it's gonna make your food diseased and everything. Maybe there is. I guess we can learn the hard way. I've already seen people get sick from just bad stuff here. But what's going on here? We have 8 smoked meat. So that's food. It's not in our stockpile, but it is food. Now, in terms of jobs, Habrant's going to be our dedicated hauler. We want Stacia cooking if we can. Maybe want her cooking more than hunting. Where is she at? She's drinking. Okay, well, that would do it. Leisure drinking. I do like up here the little notes of like, this is what everybody's doing right now. You're burying remains. That's very nice of you. Somebody's got to do it. We also have some berries right by the remains. So dedicated hauler, that's fine, but we can go faster. And this smoked meat, we also have stats here like, it decomposes in 47 days, it rots in a year. So this is one thing we want to do, especially because we don't have a lot of natural stuff growing, is that well, I do have things growing, but it's going to be days before we can get the stuff here. We have carrots. The carrots actually look pretty happy. I could actually get the carrots right now. You know, I am desperate enough for food. Let's do it. We won't get the maximum yield, but we need food that bad. How about you guys? Did I just accidentally... Okay, we don't want to cut you guys. Oh, look! They're growing right before my eyes! We'll let those grow for just a minute. Beets. Cannot harvest yet, and obviously the herbs we're going to let keep going. But we need food. Like, our food reserves and stockpile is pretty sad. And for some reason, our smoked meat pile is doing things here. But eventually, what I need to... I'll tell you what I need to do. I need to move this door, like, over here. Just down a little bit. I need to put some stairs up here. Like, we're going to move... My goal is to make, like, an underground stockpile or something. We have one little roofed area over here. I kind of want to keep some of the stuff outside. But eventually... And one thing I wish they would add is, like, a little planting tool so you could, like, actually drop stuff down. But right now I don't really have that. By the way, here's all the fields you can make. Cabbage, beet, barley, all the way up to birch trees, tall grass, shrubs. So if you can dream it, you might be able to build it. You could make a pyre as well. We don't have to be burying people. I could have just burned them. That probably would have been better. All right. Let's see. We still have all this stuff. So we need a bigger stockpile, is what it is. And we need someone to actually cook some food at some point. Settlers, I bet, are exhausted. So Stacy is just asleep. How much food do we have? That's raw meat. Like, the thing is that we need somebody to be smoking this meat. Can we just, like, have you smoke the meat? Like, literally, this is just so much better than anything else we have. And can we have you hauling to the stockpile, please? Thank God. Alright. Like, I know you're tired. I know you're hungry. And now you're... What are you eating? We're auto-saving, that's good. So he's sad, but we don't know what he ate. Saw a dead body, ate raw meat, so that's dropping down. Ate at a table. Hey, at least we know that tables are still in existence here. Yeah, it's very much a Rimworld kind of experience through and through, and I don't think that's a bad thing. Like, it explores some new stuff by, like, having the underground layer here. Like, obviously... Somebody needs to be mining. And we have a better harvester here now, so we can drop that down. I try not to do, like, ones too much, but we'll need to do it sometimes. So, like, these cabbages, these will rot pretty fast. But how many cabbages are there? 8. 8. Are you guys just, like, eating raw cabbage right now like morons? I guess I can't, like, force you to do anything, but can we have Stacia here? Like, make some fucking stew, please, man. Just, everyone's crying because everyone is just eating all the raw food. But, like, I have her set to cook. I had her set to cook. There it is, cooking. So, like, we have a lot of food here that we can do with. Doesn't mean we're necessarily going to do with it. So, all right, let this move around a little bit. So, who's our miner here? And who can we have help mine here? Like, you're hauling to the stockpile. That's good. You're mining finally. That's good. We have another room up here that we haven't done a lot with yet, and honestly, I would really like Michael to go back to researching in just a little bit, because we're probably going to get another raid before too long. But we're getting a lot of rain. Maximum yield in 3 turns. I think we're past the point of, like, emergency food. Like, we still have raw meat, stew. We have some herbs, simple healing kit, ale, leather, linen cloth, hay... And then clay here. And it looks like somebody actually did something. Good, Stacya's doing thing, prepping food. Alright, so we got a bunch of little bits of gear here. I don't think... hooray, we're not going to starve. And then you can see the experience flashing up here. It's much like Rimworld. You watch this, and it doesn't, like, reach up all at once. But every time you do something, it goes up just a little bit. So if we look down here again, Michael, our primary researcher, is mining. You're praying. You're not much of an intellectual. You can mine. Alright, well, you know what? If you don't have anything else to do, and you might not, let's get some help on the mining here. I'm not sure why name is white instead of red, but whatever. Okay, so like I said, you can still see everything. And like we can put roofs back on. We kind of don't have that right now. Okay. So we do have like a little interior go through this way, and we can try to make like this a little outside area. So do I start like working on some walls? Maybe if we like know we want to have the structure like some other kind of guard tower. Let's call it a guard tower. It's just gonna be wood. Nothing too crazy. And we'll make it like an interior building so that way somebody can feel real nice in there. Put a door in here. Put a hay sleeping spot in here. And then what we do as well is put a torch. Look at that, you got a living space. Put a stool in here, just think about life. And then more importantly, well, how do we want to do this? If we do it like this and we're just going to make this a guard tower, let's leave that like that. I think that's a good plan. The reason for that is that I'm just going to go up a layer just a little bit. Instead of like dropping a roof on here, we just drop some wooden flooring, so that way it's just literally wood. And speaking of wood, we need to cut some more trees, so chop chop. This is an inconvenient hotkey that I never remember to change, and I forgot to change it now. You're still growing, cut you anyway. Sorry, birch tree, cut you anyway. Not that sorry. Dead trees, dead field maple. Can we like get some syrup out of it or something? That'd be nice. Alright. Yeah, I do think if you're a fan of Rimworld, this is a game to check out. I will be honest as a blasphemer and just say I had never bought anything off the Epic Game Store before, and I did the sale thing and used a coupon. It's because I'm not one of those to like really get all pissy about people taking like money to do stuff. Also, I have a weird like in my head thoughts about who Tim Sweeney is because I grew up at least preteen playing like ZZT, which is an old shareware thing that I think is actually the very first thing he developed before Jazz Jackrabbit. So here we go. We're gonna have another sleeping space, which means we'll have another room if anybody comes in here. We still just have a bunch of fucking raw meat though. I should probably not have the campfire outside in the rain. So let's do this. Okay, first we're auto-saving, that's fun. Can put like a wooden window right here. I don't know how much it'll do because there's an actual roof right here. Maybe we don't put a wooden window, but we can, okay, space already occupied because there's a roof there, that's fine. But we can always kind of a food preppy area. Preppy. I just said that. Anyway. Because we can already get upstairs from here. And all we're going to do here is to drop yet another campfire. Because you can put campfires inside and not burn down a wooden place. We can do campfire. We could do a butchering table. Ooh. Did I just put the campfire on top like a moron? I have a bad habit of doing that. Try that again. Okay, does the campfire need to be outside? No, I didn't think so. Alright. So let's put a butchering table over here. And I know, we have our whole religious services here as well, but this is another thing where, okay, I don't always know what I'm doing, but I at least want to, like, the idea is that we're maybe not dragging all the meat through here all the time. Let's go ahead and do this then. Makes it a little tougher for, like, other people coming over here, but how are we doing underground as well? Michael's trying his best. I don't want to put Michael back on research, though. It just seems really important. And then we can put Stacy on mining. Tidker's probably better on mining. And we have a lot of construction to do as well. Because one thing I want to start doing here is we have wooden walls. We have a shit ton of limestone, and we have a little bit of clay. Okay, maybe we don't have like a ton of limestone. We have a lot of sticks. Why can't I make a stick wall? We have a lot of limestone, though. It takes 5 limestone to make a little wall here. Now, one thing I need to do is to dig out all of these little natural ramps. And you can see I am actually limited with how I can build up over here. But all I'm going to try to do is just to keep my little farming space in and force the enemies to come in through like this way over here. So we're going to have our own little like nice pretty mountain base. And I don't know if I have anything like here's a massive ass gate that I need to put down yet, but right now we're just doing it quick and dirty, and quick and dirty means let's not build a wall over too much farmable land if I can avoid it. I just want to box ourselves in a little bit because we have officially established ourselves here. That's a lot of wood that I'd love to have hauled, though. You're enjoying entertainment. You're enjoying entertainment. Let's haul this shit. Let's haul this shit. One thing I do like that I haven't seen so far is restrictions on people's ability to do stuff. Like, there's not like, I refuse to haul, I won't haul. What do we not have? Apparently we have enough food. That's nice. I blame the smokehouse for that. So we have a lot of stew, we have roasted meat. But can we have more? That'd be nice. Alright. So it seems like food problems are going away a little bit. Did we get rid of the door here? Oh my gosh. I don't think we did. I think the door is just stuck. Is it obstructed? Huh. So we're at stability 4, stability 4. Stability is important. The other thing that is important to keep in mind here too is like we have info here. Oh, gosh, I wish I could see inside a spare room. Temperature minus 1.3 degrees Celsius. You wouldn't think that digging underground is colder, but it actually is. So we need... this is where research is good, and we do have research available again here. Stone block cutting could be good. Just to give us bricks. Could get some wooden weaponry like a cudgel, a spear, better bows. Tailoring may be important because we're going to be getting some pretty tough weather situations here, but I still think furniture is the way to go for now, just for improved beds at this point. But yeah, this is like I said, pretty much the game in a nutshell. And it's kind of like anything else. There's a little bit of a Zen element to it. You play and then you play and you play some more. And then every day is a new cycle. Sometimes you'll get people to come after you and it's all terrible and horrible, and sometimes things go smoothly. I probably would need to reevaluate my jobs here a little bit. My dedicated hauler is also doing a bunch of other stuff. My dedicated researcher is also by my best miner. But this is where you have 4 people in a colony. And there's really not too much else to like bother with here. I mean, at least they're under a roof right now for the most part. So let's take Michael off of research. That may be the wrong move, but let's put him on mining. Like, the better mining we can get. I really want to dig out that place because I really want to put food storage down here. And then I probably need to make a dining room as well. And I half wonder for this room. What's the stability in here? Stability 4, stability 4. Do I need to put in a wooden beam? That will do. Is actually increase the stability just a little bit. Could always put some wooden beams down here as well. Eventually, as it gets dug out. Let's see, we got beets. Ripening will be available in 3 days. We got cabbage. Cabbage is back. Cabbage is going in a hurry. We actually got carrots. So we're not starving anymore. That's good. You're chasing off all the rabbits. Don't mind us. We have more hares to hunt. But if we're good on food right now, maybe we don't need you to like priority 1 hunt. Well, she's on priority 2 hunt. What else can you do to help out? Let's put you on mining as well. Because right now you've got a lot of things to do. And like you see, we got over here, we got coal, we got actual iron and limestone right here. We got like a huge ass iron vein. So the nice thing about starting in a mountain area is that the mountain provides. It's just that food is an early challenge. See, we built a few shrub bushes. They're outside our wall, which... You know what? Maybe that's not the right move. What's our cancel button? L is not what we want to have as our cancel button. Can we group cancel? Nope. Okay, so if we're building our magic imaginary wall of limestone walls, we want to get that little shrub supply area in there as well. Alright, so imaginary wall, limestone walls. Imagine thinking to yourself, We're going to build a wall out of what the entire mountain's made of. Alright, so culinary skill's good. Our ability to move back and forth is improving a little bit. Our underground area, they're trying their best. Like, it's really cool, because eventually we could, like, put a bunch of traps and stuff and get down here. We have a bunch of coal. And this stuff, if left out for a while, should be okay. And see, like, you see your Tidgar's just gonna... Our actual stockpile situation is a mess, and I need to figure that out a little bit better. So we may do some underground stocking pretty soon. Because we don't have any room to put, like, wood. We just got a bunch of shitty sticks. And that's okay. It's all about prioritization. Let's give it another day, and I think it's going to be about a good time as any to call this, because right now we have... do we have better beds in here yet? No. Let's make our first good bed here. Whoever gets this one gets the fancy bed. Congratulations. Oh, the fancy bed blocks the door. So let's put this down here. Like, I can't believe you're having me build a bed that uses 40 wood. And it's still, there's people mining downstairs. It just sucks. But see, everyone's doing their best. We have, like, a bunch of research chronicles. That's a bunch of knowledge. We've allocated 65 of them, so we need kind of a better place. And that's where maybe I could, like, do some other storage, some other area. But the idea or thinking here is that eventually what I'm going to do is build, like, a giant castle up here. And I can't build, like, walls and stuff all the way to the edge of the map, but at least building something into the mountain and beside the mountain. And one nice thing with this layer system is that, in theory, unless you're me and have trouble going through things, is that you can actually mine and make stairs and build a pretty reliable multi-level base inside the mountain, which is cool. But it's really easy to keep track of what your people are doing. Like I said, it's very Rimworld, but there's definitely some advancements, so I like it. I really do. This is a game that I'm very interested to see where it goes in early access. And at this point, it's just one of those things that all I can do is just watch and enjoy, play it from time to time. It's really more of a base castle builder right now. Ooh, we've actually created a special room type. A bedroom. Let's see what's inside. Inside the bedroom is a bed. Temperature 12 degrees Celsius. Wooden wall, wooden door, hay bed, wooden floor, wooden stool, wooden torch. And it's Tidgar's room because, like, I made this. That's totally fine. But that's kind of what I want to do for other people here, is just make just little sleeping chambers and everything. As you can see now, all of our people are happily asleep. This is very much humble beginnings, but maybe one day it'll turn into, like, something actually big. I'm not sure, but since this is more of just free play Friday, I did just kind of want to show... Ooh, we're actually starting the limestone wall, which is pretty exciting. Did kind of want to show a save that while I haven't been playing this perfectly at all, this is a game that I'm still very much learning. Just wanted to show a little bit of progress for, like, what it looks like after just the initial, here's your colony settlers and here's your pile of shit right here. Where do you settle? Where do you move? I just wanted to show a little bit further in. Glad I was able to show some combat. We got some very unhappy people. Don't tell me it's because you don't think you can do. You're desperately thirsty. Brew some alcoholic beverages. Chained up. Why can't I... Did I not get chains off of you? What? Okay, so... Let's... Can we, like, prioritize unchaining this guy? Please. No. All right. Well, this is something. See, and this is the kind of thing I'm talking about. Is like, there's a lot of things that are old, but there's a lot of things that I just don't know what to do. So that's fun. But that's going to do it for this one. This is Asher, not a desolate innkeep here by any stretch of the imagination. But this is Going Medieval. It's a game that is. I'm just going to go ahead and save here real quick. We'll go back to the menu here. You can see some of my other failed saves. And that did actually save. Yeah, look at that terrible time that I'm playing this. Let's go to the main menu real quick, because I think we have an early access menu here, just if you want to see. Yeah, here it is, roadmap. So, planned features. Right now we have structures, music, map types, resources, siege weapons, items, future updates, trading and merchants, caravans, settlement, diplomacy. You can read this yourself, but there's fire and flammability. Okay, so we can't have the campfire inside forever. But yeah, I think this game is in a very good place right now, and it's one that, as the people that are developing continue to develop it, will help it grow quite a bit. So as I said, I'm very excited to see it, and that's sometimes on a Friday. All you want to do is just like give me some hope. Let me drink some of that to you. So that's it for now. This is Asher. Like the video if you liked it. There's a lot of great content creators out there making stuff about Going Medieval, but I did just want to at least report on my end that I tried it out and I like it. So cool, good stuff. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll do this again next week. You all take care.